All right, let's just dive right in. We're going to break down how to tackle that feeling, that paralysis that comes when you're just completely overwhelmed by a messy house. We'll be using some absolutely brilliant tips from people who've been there, and even some pro-level secrets from people who clean for a living.
You know that feeling, right? You walk into a room, you see the clutter, the dust, just the chaos, and your brain just goes blank. It just shuts down. It's a surprisingly common reaction, and believe me, you are definitely not alone in this.
I mean, this quote says it all. It comes from a Reddit user who is juggling everything, and it just perfectly captures that sense of paralysis. It's this exact feeling that we're going to unpack and, more importantly, find a way through.
Okay, so this is absolutely crucial to understand. This freeze response, it is not a character flaw. It has nothing to do with being lazy or unmotivated. It's a very, very real reaction to mental overload. Your brain basically sees this mountain of tasks and just gets swamped by the sheer number of decisions it thinks it has to make.
And that right there, that's the real problem. The mental barrier isn't the physical act of wiping a counter. It's this perfectionist idea that the entire room, maybe the whole house, has to be spotless right now. That insane pressure is what causes the freeze.
So how in the world do we get past it? Well, we have to kind of trick our brains. And the secret is so simple, it's almost funny. It's all about lowering the bar so low that starting feels almost effortless. It all comes down to one simple little idea.
Yup, this number, this little number, is the key that unlocks absolutely everything. Forget about hours of scrubbing, forget a full-day cleaning marathon. The solution, the way you break through that paralysis, starts with just 5.
And here it is, the 5-minute rule. It's simple. You tell yourself, I only have to clean for 5 minutes. Set a timer. When that timer goes off, you are officially allowed to stop, totally guilt-free. And the amazing thing is, just starting is the hardest part. A lot of the time, you'll keep going. But hey, even if you don't, you've still made progress. That's a win.
And you can build on that idea, right? So instead of thinking clean the entire kitchen, just do one thing. Just wipe the counter. That's it. Or you can try anchor habits. Tack on a tiny task to something you already do, like straightening the couch while your coffee brews. Focusing on just one small visual zone, like your nightstand, can make the whole room feel calmer. And this last one, oh, it's a game changer. Just get in the habit of putting things away, not just putting them down. It makes a huge difference over time.
I love this. This is such a powerful mindset shift from that same Reddit thread. You're not doing a chore. You're doing a favor for your future self. I mean, waking up to a slightly tidier space tomorrow morning, that's a gift. And even 5 minutes can get you that.
Okay, so we've tackled the mindset. Our heads are in the right place. Now let's get into the method. Professional cleaners don't necessarily have more time or energy than us. They just have way better systems. And you know what? We can totally steal them.
This is the golden rule. Seriously, always clean top to bottom. Why? Because dust from the shelves falls down, so you want to clean the floors last. Make sense, right? Then you pick a starting point, usually the door, and just work your way around the room in one direction. No zigzagging, no backtracking, no re-cleaning surfaces you just did. It's all about efficiency.
Now let's look at 2 common strategies here. You might be tempted to say, do all the vacuuming in the house at once, then do all the dusting. But pros, they almost always finish one entire room before even thinking about the next. And the reason is simple. It keeps your momentum going. You're not constantly switching between a duster, a spray bottle, and a vacuum. You just stick to one mode until that room is done.
And here are a few more brilliant hacks from the pros. Next time you have a greasy stovetop, let your cleaning spray sit there for a few minutes before you wipe. It's called dwell time, and it literally does the hard work for you. And instead of using a whole roll of paper towels, a single microfiber cloth folded into sections gives you like 8 clean surfaces to work with. And finally, that secret to a streak-free shine on mirrors and faucets, a quick buff with a clean, dry cloth.
So we have the mindset and the methods. Now let's talk about maintenance. How do you stop that feeling of overwhelm from creeping back in? You do it by creating a small, consistent habit.
People have all sorts of names for it. A closing shift, a 15-minute tidy, but the idea is exactly the same. It's a short, simple routine at the end of the day to reset your main living areas. We're not talking a deep clean here. It's a tidy up that prevents all those little messes from snowballing into big ones.
And hey, if you want a more structured approach, you can break down your big weekly chores into these tiny, daily 15-minute tasks. This brilliant system from Clutterbug shows exactly how you can maintain a clean home without ever feeling like you're losing your entire weekend to cleaning.
So let's look at what that might look like. Notice how no single day is a huge deal. On Monday, you just dust. Tuesday, you vacuum. Each task is so small and manageable. But by the end of the week, your whole home has been cared for without one of those massive, exhausting cleaning sessions.
So what could your nightly reset actually look like? Well, it's really simple, high-impact stuff. Clear the main surfaces like your coffee table and kitchen counters, straighten the pillows, and fold the blankets on the couch. Use what some people call a crap basket to quickly gather anything that doesn't belong in the room and then tackle the day's dishes. I promise you, waking up to a clean sink is a total game changer.
And that's really the ultimate payoff, isn't it? This quote sums it up perfectly. The goal isn't just a clean house for the sake of it, it's the feeling of starting your day with clarity and calm, instead of with chaos and clutter.
So, let's make this real. It doesn't have to be a whole new routine. Just pick one thing. What is one 5-minute task you can do tonight to be kind to your future self? Maybe it's just loading the dishwasher. Maybe it's just clearing off the coffee table. Whatever it is, starting small, that's how you win.